morning. We're on our way to Goblin Valley, and decided to take a little cut through. It should be a pretty cool ride, taking you through the Moki Dugway. It's a series of very intense narrow switchbacks for about 3 miles, and 11% grades. It's not recommended for vehicles over 28 feet or towing, but we're going to give it a try, see how it goes. The published speed limit is 5 miles per hour. Some of it is graveled as well. It's not completely paved. Hopefully we can make the turns without having to back up. There's only one turn, maybe two, that I'm concerned with. Otherwise, it should be okay. Good morning. Welcome to Goblin Valley, Utah. We're doing a little hike this morning. I tell you what, guys, it has been brutal here. The wind and the temperatures completely unforecasted. 3 days. I have not been able to leave the teardrop. and Brady neither. I mean, we're talking 50-mile-per-hour winds, gust to 50, 60, sustained 30, just 24/7. Nighttime, daytime, it doesn't matter. Without question, it's been the worst stretch for wind that I've had so far on any of the adventures. It has been brutal, man. I mean, I've been dwindling away in the teardrop, but it's okay. It's okay. This is what I signed up for, and this is what it's about. But I tell you what, it has pushed me. It has pushed me mentally, emotionally to get through it. Oh man, I'm so glad to be out today. Anyway, we're doing a hike that's right from camp. It's called the Wild Horse Canyon, and I hope to share some thoughts with you on this hike about the last few days, and how just how I was able to get through it. It's man, I tell you what, it's pushed me big time. I'm completely out of it right now, but here we are, guys. It's 6 miles, 6.5 miles, and I'm not really sure any of the details, except there's some pretty awesome rock formations as we keep going. Definitely wanted to stop here. As you know, we're on our way to Moab, and this is just a natural stop from Mexican Hat. The temperatures at night have been in the low 20s. Whew, man, I tell you what, it pushed the limits of that heater, and just mentally I had to dig deeper than I ever had before to get through it. Listen, I'm glad that happened, because you know, it's these challenges that of course make us grow and give some meaning. At least that's my view. It gives a little bit of meaning you know, to my life. I've always been very comfortable, you know, sitting in my own thoughts for hours. But you know, after being in a, you know, 7x6 space for almost 3 days, 2.5 days, non-stop, man, that was something else. I tell you what, you know, sitting with something for a while and letting it pass is, I think, if you're able to do that, then you end up growing, you know, as a person, you know, and what you're capable of. You know, I purposely try to never get too comfortable for long periods of time anyway in my life. I mean, it's, besides how awesome the pando is, and it enables me to get to remote locations where I can find tremendous privacy and amazing views and so on. You know, it forces me to, you know, try to live, you know, by the rules of nature. You know, I have to sync up. You know, I wake up and the weather determines what I do that day. It's important for me to feel like I'm being challenged all the time, and not all the time, but I have to have something that I'm aiming towards, and it has to be a formidable goal. or else it's not challenging and I won't grow. I'll be too comfortable. So, you know, like a repetitive task, or, you know, where you control every single aspect of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, that to me doesn't represent meaning. Meaning to me represents where my sort of fearful, cautious, you know, being safe side is balanced with my adventurous growth side. Towing that line is the challenge. And when I'm on that line, when I'm towing that line, when I'm in that space, I find meaning. Where time doesn't matter, because I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, doing whatever it is that I'm doing exactly how I'm supposed to be doing it, and exactly what I'm supposed to be doing as well, and why. I had only one goal the last 3 days, and that is to just not lose my mind and just pack up and go home. The silence and the stillness and the wind and the rocking and shaking of the pando for 2.5 days was almost unbearable for me. I really hope that doesn't happen anytime soon again. But here's the thing though, if it does, I'll be able to deal with it better, because I will have gone through it, and so I've grown into a new area where I didn't understand before. This is what I signed up for. This is what I knew would happen at some points. That's what an adventure is. An adventure is when you don't know what's going to happen, where you're not sure, and you know, parts of your body are saying, and your mind are saying, hey, you know, this is too much, or let's quit. And the other part is saying, no, keep going. This is what it's about. And if you can just make it, if you can just get through it, you'll be that much better off. And you can look back and point to a meaningful experience. I just wanted to share that with you. It's so pretty amazing, these colors. This is, I believe, sandstone. Looks like we're about to enter a little bit of a slot here. Looks pretty cool. If you haven't checked out the zebra slot canyon video, I highly recommend it. Once you do that one, none of the others seem to measure up. They're always amazing though. Wow. There's a rope section. Ooh, I just don't know how my little man's gonna make it up there. Man, we might have to figure out an alternative route. I think we're gonna go up and over. That can be done, I think. Let's go this way, buddy. Yep. So what are your names? I'm Stacy.
I'm Chris.
And Stacy and Chris are just starting their adventure. They literally just, this is, I think, their first or second stop. They want to travel first stop. That is awesome. It's bold. and it's admirable, and hopefully it'll inspire some of you guys to you know, to do the same thing. How long do you guys intend on doing this? Like, do you have any type of any time frame?
I think we're gonna do it as long as we can, and you know, as long as it makes sense and we're healthy, and as long as we can. Now's the time. Enjoy it. Get out there, and we definitely value experiences more than material things, so we figure it's the time to do it.
That is fantastic,
Here we
Stacy.
are.
I totally concur with that.
Get out there and hike, everyone, and enjoy the nature.
That's right. That's where it's at. You guys have heard me say that all the time. Anyway, what's that?
Come and see.
That's right. Good luck with
Thank you.
everything, and I
You too.
appreciate your time, guys.
Awesome. Appreciate it.